Good morning, freaks. I'm sorry this is happening again. I don't know what's going on. I got the internet fixed. I think it's got to be something wrong with StreamYard. Maybe there's a lot of streamers going on right now. I don't know. I'm not sure if anyone's actually here right now. But I'm gonna try to bring people back in. I deeply apologize for the continued technical difficulties. Um, Anyway, I'm going to try to get some of you back in. Let me know if you're here. Thank you for being here. I'll start the show here shortly. Um, Hold on. Seems like there's no one here. But if you are here, let me know. All right, looks like there's 4 of you here. I'm going to try to continue to get some more people up in here and let you know that let people know that everything's working now. At least for now, we'll see it. We'll see how it goes. But for right now, everything seems to be working. I apologize for the delay once again. So I'm going to. Oh fuck! No sound again. What the fuck is with this shit? Hello, testing. Weird. Okay. Okay, now the sound's working. All right, good. Fuck. What the hell, people? I'm just trying to bring you some information, and the goddamn world is trying to stop me. I swear to God, I've got like a technological poltergeist hiding in my house that's not letting anything work. We got 6 people in here. I'm going to roll with that. So hopefully that gets cleared up by next week. It's got to be a problem with StreamYard. I was testing it out earlier this morning, worked fine. But then, of course, when I actually want to start the show, then everything goes completely to shit. It shouldn't be the internet. The internet got fixed and everything like that. So anyway, I don't know. Who the hell knows? If you can help me get this out to all the people, that this is working. Post it in sleeper chats, whatever you got to do. I want to get some more people, and damn, some more people are coming in. That's good. That's good. We're gonna just keep it going right now. So I'm gonna post this in a few chats just to make sure that we get all the right people in here, or that everyone in here that wants to watch the show that was like looking earlier, going, "What the fuck?" I'm gonna send out a reminder real quick. So give me just a second here, I guess yeah, whatever. So give me a second. Join now live. Hold on, make sure I got it. It looks good. Okay. Sorry again for the delay on this. I'm just trying to make sure everybody knows that the show is up and running. Anyway, probably get a bunch of fucking trolls up in here and shit. It's all right. I'll weed them out. We'll fucking kick their asses out. Fuck those guys. So I'm just posting this in a few places. That it should go. Bear with me here. Hopefully it's like not freaking out again while I'm not looking. But it probably is because I can see there's fucking lagging going on right now. Of course. Good to know if anyone can now. All right, I'm not sure if what's working right now. It might take a second for things to work. Let me know if you can hear me or what. I apologize. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this shit. Apparently, I've got in this stupid weird background. I don't know what the fuck, what kind of weird Twilight Zone that this motherfucking thing is throwing me into, but it's pissing me off. I'll tell you that much. I'm sure it's not fun for any of you either. So, I'm going to do the best I can with what I got. Let me know what's going on. Yeah. All right. So it looks like there's some people here. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to do this for the people that are here. And if people come in and see this and it's fixed, great. If not, then good. It looks like I can be heard. It's just my background's fucking stupid. I don't know what's going on with that. There's still a little bit of lagging, so who knows? But I'm going to do the best I can with what I got. And hopefully, there we go. Okay. I think we're going to be good, at least for now. So let's get this out of the way while we can. Get your questions in there. I've also got my regular streamers and things like that I'm going to go over. Get your questions in real quick while I do the two quick things. I'm going to do the ceremonial morning pour. Here we go. Although it's still morning technically, even on the East Coast. But anyway, morning pour. Got some Hefeweizen here. There we go. Cheers. All right, good. There's that. Let's get the my J fell. I got the ceremonial morning blunt. Let's get this out of the way. This is Alien Dreams. Aliens are watching me right now, laughing their ass off at the fucking stupid fucking technical difficulties and shit. But anyway, so get your questions up in there. I'm going to go ahead and answer those here in just a moment. And I also, like I said, I'm going to go over my sleepers, my deep dive of the week. I'm going to go over streaming kickers and defenses, injury report, the whole usual shit, weather and all that. I've got a good show prepared. Hopefully, we don't have any issues here this week, or continue to have issues this week. Oh my God, StreamYard can kiss my ass. Anyway. There we go. That'll help. Let's go through all the fucking shit. What do we got here? Gus, what's up? Hey, how's it going, Gus? Good to see you, my man, over there in the UAE. In Dubai, motherfucker. Yeah. Alejandro Raiders. Yeah. Good defensive stream this week. I'll be talking about that later. What's up, fellas? Good morning. Good morning to you, Nick. Don, TikTok. Yeah, I know. Time was, I started this way late because of all the technical issues. This time it isn't my internet. It's fucking StreamYard fucking it up. What's up? Where you at, Tom? I'm right here. Hashtag Tyrant Gang. Thank you, Mr. Harpreet Singh Kang. When did you add the Kang? That's cool. I like that. Erica, what's up? Go Hawks. You're lucky I love your smile, because fuck the Hawks. He must be having issues again. Yeah, I was. Damn it, I hate that for him. Thank you, Matt. I hate it for me too. Donnie's trying, I know. And I'm saying no up run, no sound. We got that. Hell yeah. Glad to see it's up and going. Here we go. Everything looks good. It's working, no issues. Good to hear it. We'll see if that continues. I don't know if it will. All right, let's go here. We're back. So I'm trying to find your questions here. Make sure I don't skip anything. All right. So Nick's got the first question here. Akers in Minnesota or Amari Cooper versus the Giants? All right. So Akers is he's coming off of his second torn Achilles. That doesn't bode too well. I don't think he's going to completely shit the bed, so to speak. But Minnesota is a very underrated defense. I know Jordan Mason ripped them up, but that's Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason's actually pretty damn good. And the 49ers running game, of course, is pretty damn good. But I think that Minnesota in general is going to be a defense that we're going to want to kind of shy away from a little bit in a lot of matchups. Akers, it's just, worried about how he's going to do coming back. You got Dario Ogunbowale behind him too, taking some touches. We've seen that he can he can play. So, I like Cooper's PPR. I think that, Watson's starting to get some things going. They're starting to get that offense going. Amari Cooper, once he gets going in the season, he doesn't stop. And this could be the start of good things for Cooper. The Giants defense can be had, as we know. So give me Cooper this week. Good question, though. Matt, thoughts on London today? I also have Cooper and Robinson, but hopeful for London versus the KCD. Hey, we know Kansas City's defense is no joke, So whoever ends up on them, I think it's not the world's best matchup. I'm going to look at something real quick here, although that might fuck things up. Hopefully it doesn't. Let me see. because I've been picking up London a lot as like a kind of a buy low candidate. I know he had a decent week last week. Uh, anyway, let's see. The matchup for London isn't great this week, and that's something I've been looking at. So, give me a second here. I had some information on that actually because I like the idea of starting him like in a flex position. I'm not expecting much more than that. I think against Kansas City, it's I don't. Yeah, hold on, I'm looking at something here. Kirk Cousins has warmed up a little bit. I think he'll have a fine game, despite the fact that the matchup's not great. I don't think he's going to have like a fantastic performance here, but looking at something real All right. I have no idea how long this will last or what we're doing right now. So here's the deal. I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to make that the priority. I've, of course, like I usually have, I've got sleepers here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to them or anything else. But the priority is in answering your questions. So again, I don't know what's going on with the fucking technical difficulties and all this shit. It's definitely StreamYard. I've had no problems with my internet since it's been fixed. I've had no problems with anything else. I've had no problems with anything working, other than when I'm trying to do StreamYard and it keeps cutting in and out. So next week, even if I have to fucking pay for this shit, I'm going to have a new streaming service. I'm not fucking dealing with StreamYard anymore. They've fucked me over too many times, and I'm just tired of it. So like I said, I'm gonna answer your questions. Hopefully you're here looking, you're still here. You didn't give up on me. You have me in the background and you're waiting for my voice to come up. Here I am, still smoking this thing for you. Anyway, so I'm gonna answer your questions. Hopefully you're still sticking around. It's not even telling me how much what's going on with everything. It's not even telling me, how many people are watching. Hopefully some of you are here. If you're here, put your comment in there. I'm going to answer your questions, and hopefully you're here to see the answers. And again, I apologize for StreamYard's horse shit. I'm going to get a new streaming service next week. I'm not dealing with them anymore. This is the last fucking time they make me look like an asshole. So anyway, Matt, to answer your question, since I'm not able to look at a lot of the information I wanted to look at, because if I do, apparently it'll shut StreamYard down, although I don't even know. It might just do it anyway. But I think as of today, I think I want to stick. I would stick with London over Cooper. I think that offense is just going to run better and better. Um, as and there I go, Frozen again. So it doesn't really matter what I do. This is getting really fucked up, and I really feel bad for you guys. I mean, I feel bad for myself because I All right. Hey, for those of you who are loyal and sticking around for me, man, I love you. And I'm sorry for all of this. Hopefully, this is it. Maybe not. We'll see. Um, but I'm going to answer your questions. We're going to do the best we can. Anyway, I keep getting messages here on the people. Hey, it's not working. I get that it's not working. I'm sorry. I'm trying it on a different browser now, so we'll see if that works. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to answer the question for you, Matt. Sorry, finally have an answer for you. I'm gonna go with London, just barely over Cooper. I know that, like I said, I have some information up. I can't get up right now, but I wanted to go into about it. But basically, the upshot is that the Cousins is warming up in that offense. The offense itself is warming up, and as that does so does London. I actually am okay with him this week. The Chiefs are going to score points. Falcons are going to need to score points. Falcons are underrated as an offense. They just got off to kind of shit start, but I think they're going to get better as they go on. And now we're in week 3. Things are starting to roll. I'm rolling with London. Okay. Good question, though. Erica, hopefully you're still here. All right, so we got Shaheed, Najee, Cooper, Eckler. You want one of them in your flex. It's in PPR, obviously, and I don't even know if I'm keeping Eckler on my team, let alone starting them at all. Excuse me. Cooper is not a bad play. I got to stick with the hot hand here and go with Shaheed. I've been on him since last season, and he's showing up this season. I said that I had him as one of my not sleepers, but one of the guys I like better than most of the analysts. So, I don't think last year was a fluke. We're seeing that this year. That offense is clicking until Carr shits the bed, which he eventually will. But I like it this week. Go with Shaheed. Yeah. I don't know if you could hear that, but people are texting me. It's all saying yeah. So, and there we go. All right, I'm going to skip through all the fun little messages. Although, cheers 420, of course. Yeah, we love it. Cheers. I'll get to that more in a second. Nick here with Brian Robinson versus Cincy, or Tank Dell versus Minnesota in a standard league. I'm going to go Brian Robinson. The guy's, we've been talking about this for the last couple of years. That this guy he's going to be a thing. Then he got shot, and people were worried. He came back. Just like Ricky Pearsall is going to come back for the 49ers. Just watch it. But anyway, Brian Robinson, he's been playing well. He's going to continue to get more of the touches over Eckler, which is why I'm fine with dropping Eckler, honestly. It's crazy to say that. Coming off, like, he's only 2 years out of being the top fantasy running back, and now he's just nothing. So, yeah, I like Brian Robinson. I know Cincy is a tough defense there, but against Minnesota, Tank Dell just hasn't been showing up this season. I know that he's going to eventually be the number 2 once Diggs leaves there. But, he's still the number 3 wide receiver. And, we don't know when he's going to have the good games or not. And in PPR, it would be a little harder of a decision, but kind of an easy one for me here in standard. I like Brian Robinson. Travis Etienne today. I know probably not starting Ford over him. Yeah, I'm not starting Ford over him for a couple of reasons. I mean, I'm okay with Ford's matchup this week. The problem is that we're seeing a lot more of Deontay Foreman, and I think Foreman's going to cut into Ford's production this week. So Travis Etienne, I like today. Need to crush it. I think Etienne's a great running back, and I think that we're going to continue to see that more and more going forward. I'm actually glad I'm doing this on Opera instead of Firefox. I don't know why StreamYard works better on Opera. It didn't actually used to work on Opera fucking at all, to be honest with you. Etienne, against Buffalo. Buffalo's actually surprisingly weak against the run. So their defense isn't as good as it used to be. They've lost some of their guys there. So, I'm actually okay with ETN. I think he puts another solid high-end RB2 performance on Monday night in front of the big lights, right? Yeah, gotta love that. Harpreet, hopefully you're still here. Jones, Singletary, Ford. I'm Jones matchup. I'm not a big fan of. And Chandler's cutting into him too much. I like Singletary. It's fine against the Browns. Browns are kind of middle of the road against the running game. So Singletary is always that guy who we forget about him, but then he shows us why we shouldn't. So I like Singletary. Ford though, I mean. Yeah, Foreman's going to cut into it, but then you also got Chandler cut into Jones. I'm going to go with the better matchup in this case. I'm going to go Ford over Jones. All right. Good question, though. Meza, Alejandro. I don't know why I said that backwards. Whatever. Maybe I should start talking like Yoda. Oh, JSN, Pittman, and I fucked that up already. Fuck that shit. It didn't even sound good. Never mind. JSN or Pittman in the standard league. Here's the thing with JSN. It's gonna be like they've got the three-headed monster at wide receiver, but I think this week they're gonna be running a lot more, and I think it's gonna be a Tyler Lockett week. So JSN may still figure in, but in a standard league. It doesn't make too much of a difference in this case. Pittman's, they got to get him going. He had a good, thing going with AR last season, and he's the guy. They got to get him going. I think it's week 3. Give me Pittman over JSN. If he does, here's the thing: if Pittman doesn't do it this week, and it's a good matchup to do it too. If Pittman doesn't do it this week, I'm hitting the fucking panic button super hard on this guy. And I'm a big Pittman fan. And we saw that coming in, in the last couple of years, he's been good. He's despite the carousel at quarterback the last few years there, it's been pretty good for him. But we're not seeing it yet this season. I think we see it in this game. And, I'm really hoping we do. I'm putting my force behind that because I got him in a bunch of leagues, and I'd like to see him actually produce. They got to get him going. He's their top wide receiver. So, Downs looks like he's coming back this week. That might take attention away from him. We might see a good game finally from Pittman. Nick, Juwan Jennings, Devontae Williams, Demarcus Robinson, PPR. I think Demarcus Robinson's maybe kind of the main guy there. And the head of the 3 Ramigos this week. I'm going to be talking more about that later on. Actually, I probably, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just going to say this real quick. I like Robinson out of the 3 of those. I think that he's the top guy for the Rams. They're going to want to score. They can throw against the Niners. Niners are vulnerable there. So I like that. Stafford, Nick Stafford, P. Ryan or Davis. Give me Davis. I don't even know if P. Ryan's going to factor in all that much. I think it's going to be Steele. Maybe Hunt comes in. I don't know. Still down on Hunt being fantasy relevant. I think so. Not this week anyway, and I'll be getting into that later. Chris Olave or Flowers. That's a really good one. I would like them both this week, to be honest. But if I'm going to give someone the edge, I'm going to give it to Flowers just because Olave's been having to, compete with Shaheed, some of those tight ends, Foster Moreau and Johnson, Kamara, So there's a lot of mouths to feed there. And Zay Flowers is basically the guy. It's Zay Flowers and then either Mandrews or likely, depending on the week. But I think Flowers is it's a great matchup. There's going to be a lot of scoring going on. Give me Flowers this week. Erica, should I be thinking about Chargers D over the Raiders D? I keep going back and forth on that. I like the Raiders D this week. Chargers D has been underrated as well. The matchup's not so great. if you're going to start the Raiders D once this season, it's going to be this game. I'm going to give the slightest of edges there, although if you're feeling bad about it and want to stick with Chargers D, I wouldn't. If you have the Chargers D, I wouldn't drop them. They've been showing up well this year. Beard D or Bucks. I'm guessing that's Bears. Actually, I like the Bears D this year. The matchup is not so great. I mean, Indianapolis, they can score. They're potent offense. So it's not so great, although defenses have played well against them. And the Bears are underrated. That's a tough one. I think it's going to be a tough enough matchup for them where I don't super like them this week. Excuse me. Let me look at this real quick here. But you got Tampa Bay going up against Denver. Tampa Bay's defense, it's not what it used to be. Their offense has now become their strength, whereas the defense was before. So, just for points alone, I'm going to go Chicago. Although I have some better options for you. Stick around. I'm going to talk about them here in just a moment, all right? I'm going to do a fast version of all my streamers and stuff. So stick around for that because I might have some better options for you. George Pickens to Trey McBride in a flex. I'm going to go Trey McBride, honestly. I don't usually go tight end in the – who the fuck are you playing at tight end? Is this like a no tight end league or something? Or do you got like Sam Laporta in there? Yeah, I almost want Trey McBride in the tight end and Sam Laporta in the flex. Or maybe even Pickens over Laporta. No, Laporta's another guy that got to get going, and I think he does it this week. Sam Darnold and Justin Fields. Why? Whoa, that's pretty awful. I guess that's a tough one, actually. I guess I'm going to go Sam Darnold on that. I mean, if I'm just going by my rankings, honestly, that's how I have them ranked. I have them ranked both like in a don't start them set, but yeah. Caleb Williams, Ant Richardson, 100%. Not even close. Not even close. Richardson gets it done with the legs. Kelsey or Andrews. I got to go with Kelsey, another guy that's got to get going. If he doesn't get going this week, I don't know what the fuck is going on with them. Fucking maybe if he don't get going this week, Swift ain't going to fucking give him, what he wants. He ain't getting no poontang. I'll put it that way. And so I'm going Kittle. Plus likely could any week be the guy. Kittle got Kelsey, not Kittle, sorry. Kittle got ruled out, and the waiver wire is a bare wasteland of tight end options. That's kind of true. I'm debating between Strange, Noah Fant, Okonkwo. Of those three, I like Okonkwo this year. I do. I think people didn't pay attention so much last season. He was actually doing some things, and I think he's doing more. He's been, solid, low end tight end one usage. We thought Fant could be coming out doing so. He hasn't done shit yet. Strange, sure, he could be used there, but I think Lawrence is going to turn more toward Christian Kirk this week. So, yeah, of those three, I got Okonkwo, but stick around if you're still here, and I've got some streaming option you might like at tight end. So, all right, let's go back. Tracy, always here for you. Fuck StreamYard. Yeah, fuck StreamYard. I'm gonna make it simple here. Chargers and Raiders defense, and Raiders, but they're for QB, Carolina, blah blah blah. Yeah, no, I mean I get the QB change with the Red Rocket there, and that's gonna make a little bit of a difference. Between the two of them, I mean Raiders could edge out, like I answered before, you really could go either way. I think if you're going to start the Raiders once this season, this is it. But if you like, like I said, the Chargers are underrated. This isn't a great matchup for them, but I think they could still pull through. Um, it scares me just enough to where if you had to let go of the Chargers, I wouldn't, because I think they're going to be a good defense to have this season. So, they edge it out for me a little bit. These are older things, damn. All right, let's see. Alejandro asked Likely or Gesicki. The thing with Likely is that we don't know which week it is that he's going to be the guy. I like to have him ranked, up there, but we don't know. And that's kind of the issue there. We just don't know. I think eventually he'll be the guy, but week to week it's hard to tell. There's no tell for that, and I don't like starting someone if I don't know. At least have an idea that he's going to be the one getting. Like I said, it's Flowers really in that offense. That's the only consistent thing in that offense is Zay Flowers. So hard to trust. Sorry, I'm trying to get some information up here. But Gesicki is. I think he's better off on the Bengals. I think what T. Higgins back though is going to take away from him. I'm not huge on either one. You might stick around and see who I've got streaming this week. But I mean, I guess if I have to lean toward one, Likely just because of the upside. Keep one wide receiver on my bench. Johnston, Jerry Jeudy, Demarcus Robinson. DR is going to get some time, some play in there. I like Quentin Johnston. I liked him coming into this season. I think people were down on him because he didn't have a big, first season, but I think he's coming into his own. I actually predicted him as having, as I was up on him higher than a lot of other analysts. So actually, I'm going to keep Jerry Jeudy on the bench. I think this will be a bigger game for Cooper. Luis asking Jeudy, Johnson, Coleman. I think let's go with Johnson because Red Rocket's going to be Mr. Andy Dalton. He's going to be throwing it to him. I think that they're going to try to get Johnson going, and I think that Andy Dalton's going to want to help with that. He's capable. I like him. Pittman, and what's up, Carolyn? Good to see you. Pittman, Johnston, Herbs in, Palmer out. Yeah, I like Johnson, but I mean, Pittman. This is it. He's got to do it this week. I mean, you got Ladd McConkey there. That could take away from Johnston as well. If you go Johnston, I don't blame you. But man, Pittman, he's got to get it going. Again, if he doesn't do it this week, I'm hitting the panic button. But I don't know why. This guy's great. When he's getting the ball, he's getting shit done. So I don't know. Again, if you want to go with Johnston, I can see why. But I got to go Pittman this week. Again, I really feel like they got to get him going. And this is the week to do it. Good morning, you all. Let's go. What's up, Richard? Last Cup Downs. Zach Moss, Mitchell, or Foreman at the flex. That's a rough one. Damn. Hold on. I don't think Wait, I don't think Mitchell's playing this week, is he? That was surprising. I'm like, what? I think wasn't he still? Is he still? Is he? Anyway, I'm not starting him. I'm going to go Downs. I think he's back this week. I think a lot of like this stuff that's going to Alec Pierce. I think he's going to start going to Downs. Foreman is a standard. See, and now it's really between Foreman and Downs. I'm still going to go Downs. I think that Ford's gonna open things up a little bit. I think they're gonna split the carries there, but I think Downs has a good game, or at least a good enough game to where it offsets. I think it's gonna be a Pittman Downs game. Honestly, good question though. Let's see, Cowboys defense or Raiders defense. Just think of Cowboys. What's up? Steel Live Creation. I'm not sure what your real name is, but I know I'm in some leagues with you. Steel or Swift this week? Swift could have actually a surprisingly good week. Steel, I like, and I'll be talking about him later, but too much could happen in that. I don't think Hunt's going to really cut into him this week. And I normally actually would say Steel, but I think Swift could actually have a good week this week. So I'm going to give the slight nod to Swift there. How about Minshew, Mania, or Caleb Williams? My rankings did say probably Caleb, but from what I've been reading the last 24 hours, I'm actually moving toward Minshew, and I'll be talking about him later too. Am I right with going Kyler Murray over Ant Richardson this week? Did Richardson the bad and Kyler going nuts? No, you're not. Yes, that's correct. You would. I have Kyler Murray over AR this week, so stick with that. Also, James Conner, James Cook is cooking. He's a top 10 running back at least the rest of the season. Zamir or P. Ryan. I like Zamir this week. I like White in this matchup. And P. Ryan, like I said, I would go with Steele if I'm going with anyone. I know that I saw that your name was Coat. I didn't know that was your real name. That's cool. I like that. Coat. Cool name. Trojan, what's up? Derrick Henry or David Montgomery? Let me look at something here. I have an answer. He says Coleman, not Mitchell. Yeah. I mean, I think he's going to do it eventually, but we've got to see it first. So, yeah, I'm going to go. Well, fuck. Let's throw it out. I'm sticking with Downs. I'm sticking with Downs on that one. We just got to see it from Coleman first. I don't know. It's tough. That makes it a little. Oh fuck. I don't know. Because it could be anyone. It's so random. Maybe you do just go with Foreman further. Let me put it this. Okay, so if you think that you're doing well this week, I would go with Foreman just to make sure you get points. If you need a good play, go with Downs. There you go. That's a good way to put it. Anyway, that's a take forever. Henry or Montgomery? I'm going to roll with Henry. I think that Gibbs is going to, as the season goes on, Gibbs is going to get a lot more of the lion's share of the Detroit running backs game there. So anyway, there's questions. We're going to move on real quick. I'm gonna speed through my sleepers and everything, and then get out of here. All right. If you got more questions, put them there. Hopefully, I don't freeze up. Although it looks like on one part I am. But anyway, so let's see here. Sorry, I'm having a lag here. Well, I'm lagging out. Good morning, everyone, and good luck. Get some more questions in there. I don't know if we'll be able to get to injuries and weather. So, I'm going to do the best I can here.
Let's take a look at the weather real quick, actually, and see if there's anything really to be that concerned about. We slight chance of thunderstorms between Packers and Titans. I'm not too concerned about that, really. Looking at it, there's some slight chance of rain showers. In Seattle, of course, there's always slight chance of rain showers. But it's only 7%. You're looking at the night game and then tomorrow night's game. There's both of them have chance of rain showers, but not much. Not so much where I'm getting fucky over it. So honestly, the only places with wind are going to be places that are played in domes. So I don't see any weather anomalies to be worried about this week. And that's usually the case until we get into late October. So anyway, there's that. And then I can get my notes up here. So let's go with my sleepers real quick. Like I said, I'm going to do a quick version. So here we go. All right. Sleepers, a running back. I like Carson Steele. I told you I was going to be talking about him. If you're on my Facebook page or you follow me on X, you'll see that I've been downgrading the hype on Kareem Hunt signing with the Chiefs. And he's coming off a major injury. He's not in football shape. He's 6 years removed from the Chiefs, so he has a new playbook to learn. Yeah, Pacheco could be out for a while. I don't think it's going to be the rest of the season. I think it will be back, before the fantasy playoffs. But this backfield will be a mess, especially when Clyde Edwards-Helaire comes back in week 5. So it likely won't be very clear who's going to be the running back, to start in the future. But this week, I think I have it pegged with Steele, and I'll tell you why. Hunt's not likely going to be a factor, because he's just signed in. He might get some touches here and there. P. Ryan's going to be the change of pace guy. So I think this is going to be Carson Steele's chance to shine. May as well call his ass Carson Chrome because he's going to shine this week. Yeah, I like Carson Steele this week. He's going to be the clear number one back in the offense this week, at least. And the clear number one back in an Andy Reid offense is where it's starting. Now, the Falcons are mediocre against the run at best. So I'm rolling with Steele, my flex spot in 12-team leagues. And maybe in DFS if I can find him cheap enough. I don't know. So there you go. Wide receiver, I'm going Juwan Jennings. And just a homer pick. All right. Now, usually the 49ers offense is pretty predictable. It's CMC, it's Debo, it's Kittle, it's Ayuk, right? All right. Well, 3 out of 4 of those guys are out of the fucking picture. Now, I know that Jordan Mason's going to be taking care of the running back position. No problem. Dude's an easy fill-in for CMC. He's not quite 1-for-1, but he's pretty damn close. He's still a running back 1, okay? But then when you do it the wide receiver, you can't do everything, okay? And you got a mishmash of tight ends backing up Kittle. So I think that Juwan Jennings steps in. He's not going to be like, a replacement for Debo. He's not going to do all the same Debo stuff. But he's another mouth for Brock Purdy to feed. He's going to need more than just Ayuk. So Juwan Jennings could get some play. Now, this might not be a high-scoring affair like it would be if both teams weren't as beat up as a Soho hooker. But, like I said, Purdy's going to need to throw. And, they're going to need, to someone, not just Ayuk. Jennings is going to get his. Go get a touchdown. Interesting, sneaky flex play in deep leagues. Could be a good DFS play as well. And bear with me as so at quarterback, I like Gardner Minshew this week. Now we all know that the stash is going to get his random 20+ point fantasy game sprinkled in here and there, once in a while. So this week against the Panthers, why not? Could be one of those weeks, right? I expect the run game to wake up as well. But Minshew will get a chance to air it out here. Through 2 weeks, Minshew has the most completions at 55 and the highest completion rate at 77.5%, but only 2 touchdown passes. So I think that the TDs regress the mean here, and I think this could be a 3+ touchdown game for Minshew. Now the running game is going to get in there, like I said, but that means there's also going to be a lot of checkdowns to Alex Madison. So Minshew, I think, is a good start. Like, I wouldn't start him in 1 QB leagues, but in 2 QB leagues, that's if you're facing injuries and you need a replacement, you could find worse. Trust me. again, we're just gonna get through. I'm gonna see if there's any. Oh look, we got some more questions while my shit's loading up. I got a flex question. I think likely a Christian Kirk. This is on my gotta get him going rant here, and I'm going Christian Kirk. They gotta get him going. It's gotta be it. The guy, I mean, he's been the number one wide receiver there. And Thomas ain't eating that much into his target share. So Hunt's not playing today, says Nick. So well, there you go. Should we stash CEH? Like I said, it's going to be a mess there. If you have the room, sure, but I wouldn't make room for him. Steele or Singletary? Give me Singletary this week, just because I know what's happening there. Singletary's going up against a tough run B. It's not that tough, honestly, if you look at it. They were more tough last year. I think that they're overrated, at least against the run. The Browns are. So, give me Singletary. But if you want to go Steele for the sneaky play, I understand it. But it's a slight edge to Singletary there. So there you go. But with Hunt not playing at all, yeah, that does make it a little more interesting for Steele, doesn't it? Man, it's a coin flip. I'd rather go with the fact that I know that Singletary is going to get the carries for the Giants. I know he's going to get the play. It's not that bad of a matchup, honestly. And, so I got to go with that as the higher floor. Now, I think Steele probably has the higher ceiling, though. So if you need a high ceiling play, go Steele. If you're okay with the floor of Singletary, go with Singletary. I think it's going to get you around, in standard, 10 to 12 fantasy points. So anyway. Let's go back to my shit over here. And of course, it's all fucked up. So, like I said, I'm dealing with I'm doing the best I can with what my technology is giving me. Freiermuth with keeping on my bench to get to make some room. I have Kincaid starting. It depends on the kind of league that you have. I know that you've got some, I think you have like an 8-team league. I don't know if this is it. Or if this is a 10-team league, but Freiermuth, I do like. I think he's gonna, he's one of those guys that are gonna get going too. And it's gonna be picking to Freiermuth all season. I know that Justin Fields being there kind of hurts him, but I think once Russ is in there doing his thing, it's gonna be worth keeping Freiermuth. I mean, if you have to make room for him, I guess, because people are probably not going to be picking him up off the waiver wire. Excuse me. Unless they're really desperate at tight end. If you find someone who is desperate at tight end, try to trade him to them. See what you can get on a trade there. Why not? If there's no one that's desperate at tight end, then you can basically, at that point, treat the waiver wire like, extended bench. That's your friend's 8-man. Yeah, there you go. PPR. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That would be my recommendation. Jesus. Sorry, I've got some information here, and it's kind of freezing up as I'm going along. So anyway, let's check on some injury stuff real quick. We know that Keenan Allen's going to be out. Njoku's out. Pierce and Mixon are both out this week, which is why we're talking about Cam Akers. Could be another sneaky start there. Ingram's out. I don't know if I'm starting Strange. I'm more into Kirk this week. Kupp and Nakua are out. We talk a little bit more about what to do with that Rams offense if my damn shit will work. We know Addison's out. It's going to be a big week for Jeffy. Naylor might make his way in there as well. Taysom Hill's out. So, I like both Olave and Shaheed this week. AJ Brown out. Fucking Smith's going to be a stud. Goddard should get some more work as well. I think it's a good start. The San Francisco's, offense all being fucking banged up. McCaffrey, Samuel, Kittle all out. So, like I said, Jennings is a big play. So, anyway, I don't know why that's taking forever to load, but okay. Let's check back here. I can always drop Rico Dowdle for CH. I wouldn't do that. Keep Dowdle. taken over the lead back role there. Like I said earlier in the season, yeah, you got the X coming back in, and we all know XX is great, but it don't last long. All right, I'm sticking with Dowdle on this. Any DFS lineups? I don't have any prepared. I'm going to be doing that real quick here on my own. I'll send you one if I see one though, if I can get a good one going. Well, anyway, I'm going to try to do the best I can without my notes then. So I was talking about like Gardner Minshew is good candidate. At tight end, I'm blanking. Wow. Okay. Hold on. Oh, yeah. The tight end, I like Zach Ertz. Now, Zach Ertz, surprisingly, has been is the tight end 6 on the season. Yeah. No one saw that shit coming. Dude's available in like 90% of leagues. So, you can get him on the cheap. I would pick up Ertz. He's available if you need a tight end, if you lost Kittle. The matchup's not bad. So, I had more information to go over, but I can't access it right now. Fucking A. We're holding this together with fucking paper clips, folks. All right? Bear with me here. So, anyway. Yeah, like Ertz has been, he's gotten 4 targets consistently. He's been the second most targeted player on, and, he's been the security blanket basically for Jaden Daniels. We know how these young quarterbacks love their security blankets, okay? So, on the season, he's tied for second on team targets with 8 catches, or with 8 targets, 7 catches, receiving yards 90. So he's second in all that. Like I said, the young quarterbacks love the security blanket. So, I also like Colby Parkinson as another possible tight end, but we don't know what's going to really happen with the wide receiver core. What if you can call it that right now for the Rams? Do we? Maybe we do. Because my double deep danger dive of the week is Jordan Whittington. Hey, I love my 3 Ramigos, right? Well, today we're going to see the Temu version of that. Yeah, the Temu version of the 3 Ramigos with DeMarcus Robinson, Tyler Johnson, and Jordan Whittington. Now, I know Tutu Atwell made pepper in here and there. I don't know. But I like these 3 guys. Any of these guys could have a big game. And likely at least one of them will. So why not Whittington? He's been on the fantasy radar for a lot of us and as an analyst. And against the 49ers defense, whose only real weakness is in the pass defense, primarily in the slot, which is where Whittington plays. So I think if the 49ers can be had in this game, it's going to be that way. Whittington, he could be a real sneaky play. I'm not going to start him unless you're in a super deep league, absolutely riddled with injuries. But it's a good DFS punt play if you just need kind of a fill in there. I think that you could do worse. So in my streaming defenses, there you go. There's my double deep danger dive of the week. Streaming defenses, Raiders. Okay, we're picking on the Panthers. Enough said. All right, Seahawks. I actually think the Seahawks are a lot better defense than they get credit for. And this week they're going to be unloading their full power and potential against Skylar Thompson's Miami Dolphins. Yeah, that shit just came out of my mouth. I think with a little vomit. Skylar Thompson's Dolphins. Anyway, the Seahawks are underrated. They've outperformed the projections the last 2 weeks of fantasy. And this matchup is a dream with the tourless Dolphins looking just awful. So if you missed out on the Raiders sweepstakes, they should pick up their Seattle Seahawks. Vikings. I'm not sure what's going on here. They're only owned at 52% of leagues, so you might miss out on them. But if they're available there, what I would do is pick them up and just keep them. This is an underrated defense, probably the most underrated defense right now in the NFL and in fantasy as well. They've been the number 1 defense overall. And so I take them. I know the Texans doesn't look like a great matchup, but they're going to throw a lot of opportunities for the Vikings to make plays. I actually like the Vikings this week going forward. Pick them up, put them in your defensive slot if you've been streaming defenses. If they're available, keep them in that slot. All right, streaming kickers. Hey, Blake Groupie, what the fuck is going on with you? Yet another top 10 kicker from last season besmirched by fantasy owners as he's available in a whopping 84% of Yahoo leagues. What the actual fuck, everyone? Come on. What's going on? The matchup is good this week as he's likely going to be in a high-scoring game, and Groupie will have plenty of opportunities to score. He's currently the 6th best fantasy kicker on the season. Not sure why he's being overlooked so much. I know kickers don't get a lot of love, but, they are. If you have to start winning the fantasy league, you may as well start one that's getting all the points. Come on. Get your poopy in a groupie and get Blake on your team. Yeah. Chase McLaughlin. It's another kicker that I like. The Bucs are once again a better team than we anticipate, at least on offense. Now, Demers D can make some red zone stops, resulting in the Bucs settling for field goals. So I see another good game from another top 7 fantasy kicker, only owned in less than 10% of leagues. Damn. And finally, Carlos Santos. He's another top 10 fantasy kicker who's been overlooked. He's been perfect on kicks this season, and the Bears have been scoring haven't been scoring a lot of touchdowns in the red zone possessions. They've been, relying on the field goal games. So, this week he's kicking in a dome in Indy. It's a good matchup. He's top 10 kicker available in almost 80% of leagues. So, yeah, go get him if you need him. Hey, there you go. Got through it all. Technical difficulties and everything. We somehow still made it happen. And I'm going to answer these questions real quick here. Would you flex Akers or JSN today? PPR, JSN, standard, Akers. There you go. Would you trust Jaden Reed without Love or risk Jacoby Myers? I'm going with Jaden Reed. I don't give a fuck. Nailers over Josh Downs. It's a close one. I'm sticking with Downs. I've been debating staying with Parkinson or changing to Ertz. I'm going to give Ertz the slight edge there, Don. Okay? I know you love Parkinson. I know that you love, the Seahawks, there, up in your Seattle area home. But give me Ertz this week. All right, everyone. That's it. Love you all. Thank you for those of you who stuck around through all the technical difficulties. Thank you. I'm going to switch my streaming service next week so I make sure that we don't have these problems again. All right. Love you all. Hey, thanks to you, Matt. Thanks to all the rest of you. Good luck in your matchups this week and everything. All right. I'm going to be back next week in a better streaming service without all this bullshit. Okay. And if I do stick with StreamYard, it's because I'm not using it on Firefox anymore, which apparently it works like shit. Because since I've had it on Opera, it seems to be working fine. I don't know. I don't get it. But I'll have it figured out completely next week. No more technical difficulties. Love you all. Thank you for sticking around. Hey, good luck again this week. All right. See you next Sunday. Till then, I'm out. Peace.